Imagine unearthing a secret so profound it could rewrite history. That's precisely what we're about to do. Today, we re-diving into a topic that has the potential to reshape your understanding of one of history's most enigmatic figures. Lilith. As we peel back the layers of history, we'll discover a truth so captivating it challenges everything you've been told. This isn't just another tale. It's a journey through the hidden corridors of ancient spirituality, where secrets have been waiting to be rediscovered. Before we delve into the depths of this fascinating subject, let's take a moment to appreciate the brilliance of your presence here. Your support means the world to us. So thank you. And now, without further ado, let's embark on this eye-opening adventure together. In the dimly lit realm of antiquity, where shadows danced with secrets and legends whispered through the ages, there existed a narrative so compelling, so profound, that it had the power to redefine the boundaries between myth and reality. This is the story of Lilith, a tale that has captivated the human imagination for millennia. But here's the twist. The Lilith you might be familiar with, the one who haunts our nightmares and features in our darkest tales, may not be the real Lilith. What if everything you thought you knew about her was a lie? Or perhaps more accurately, half the story. You see, Lilith's story is deeply entwined with the Gnostic Gospels, a collection of ancient texts that hold the key to understanding her true essence. These Gospels, with their cryptic messages and esoteric teachings, offer a glimpse into a world where good and evil are not absolute, but fluid, where humanity's journey is marked by both light and darkness. Prepare to unravel the threads of a narrative so intricate it challenges conventional wisdom. Join us as we take you on a journey through time and text to reveal the untold story of Lilith and her pivotal role in the Gnostic Gospels. Now, let's embark on this enlightening journey. Our story begins in a realm where faith and doubt intertwined in an intricate dance. The year is 1945, and a remarkable discovery has just been made in the village of Nag Hammadi, Egypt. A collection of ancient manuscripts, collectively known as the Nag Hammadi Library, has been unearthed, forever altering our perception of the past. Amongst these fragile pages lay the answers to questions we didn't even know we had. But what exactly is Gnosticism? In a world dominated by rigid religious doctrines, Gnosticism emerged as a beacon of individual enlightenment, a philosophy that emphasized personal knowledge or gnosis as the path to salvation. At odds with the established church, it offered an alternative narrative, one that resonated with many seeking a deeper understanding of the divine. These texts, penned in the 3rd to 4th century CE, served as a window into a world where the boundaries between orthodoxy and heresy were blurred, where esoteric teachings and mystical experiences took center stage. Within the vast expanse of the Nag Hammadi Library, we encounter a myriad of Gnostic texts, each offering a unique perspective on the nature of reality and the human condition. Among them, the so-called Gnostic Gospels stand out as beacons of wisdom, guiding us through the labyrinth of ancient spiritual thought. But here's where our tale takes an unexpected turn. For within these very Gospels, amidst tales of Jesus and his disciples, there are tantalizing references to a figure that sends shivers down our spines, Lilith. Now, let's turn our attention to the woman who has become synonymous with darkness, Lilith. In the annals of Abrahamic folklore, she is portrayed as a malevolent spirit, a temptress who preys on human desires and leads them astray. But what if this is just the tip of the iceberg? What if there's more to Lilith's story than meets the eye? The figure of Lilith emerges in Jewish mythology as Adam's first wife, predating Eve in the biblical narrative. However, her characterization in the canonical biblical texts is notably absent, leaving us with more questions than answers. Where did she come from? Why was she cast as a villain? And what is her true purpose? To find the missing pieces of this enigmatic puzzle, we must once again turn to the forgotten Gnostic Gospels. It's here that we encounter a different side of Lilith, a portrayal that challenges the darkness that surrounds her. Imagine reading through ancient scriptures and suddenly stumbling upon a passage that alludes to a being like Lilith. What would that discovery mean to you? In the Gospel of Philip, a prominent Gnostic text, we find a clue that sets our minds racing. It tells of a certain creature that existed before the fall of humanity, a creature likened to a serpent. Some scholars believe this enigmatic being may very well be Lilith, hinting at a deeper connection between humanity and the spiritual realm. And if that's not enough, there's more. In another Gnostic text, on the origin of the world, we find an account of creation that diverges from the familiar biblical narrative. Here, the Creator, often identified with God, is depicted as having multiple emanations, with one particularly significant emanation being Sophia, the personification of wisdom. Interestingly, Sophia is also associated with the number 72, the same number attributed to Lilith in some Kabbalistic texts. Could this be a link to the forgotten Gnostic tradition, where Sophia takes on the form of Lilith, shedding new light on her true nature? These texts challenge the notion of Lilith as a mere demon. Instead, they present her as a divine force, a messenger from the spiritual realm. Through her, we begin to understand that the Gnostic worldview was far more nuanced than the traditional good versus evil narrative. Here's where things get really interesting. Remember how I mentioned Sophia? Well, in many Gnostic texts, Sophia is depicted as having fallen from grace, mirroring the fall of humanity from a state of innocence. This fall, however, is not seen as a curse, but an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. Could it be that Lilith, too, represents this fall, symbolizing the human struggle for wisdom and understanding? This is where the rubber meets the road. By exploring these Gnostic texts, we start to see that the story of Lilith is not just a tale of temptation and damnation. It's a story of the human quest for knowledge and the transformative power of wisdom. As we continue our exploration of the Gnostic Gospels, we find further evidence of Lilith's multifaceted nature. She's not just a temptress, but a teacher, a guide, and ultimately a symbol of the divine feminine. In a world where the divine feminine has often been suppressed and misunderstood, Lilith emerges as a beacon of female empowerment. She represents independence, strength, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. These are qualities that resonate deeply with those who have historically been marginalized and silenced. As we bring our journey to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound impact of Lilith's hidden legacy. These Gnostic texts offer us a glimpse into a spiritual tradition that was nearly lost to time. They allow us to see Lilith not as a demon, but as a messenger of wisdom, a symbol of the divine feminine. In a world that often pits darkness against light, these texts challenge us to embrace the complexity of existence. They remind us that humanity's journey is marked by both darkness and light, and that wisdom can be found in the shadows as well as in the sunshine. So what does Lilith's hidden legacy mean to you? How does it challenge your understanding of ancient spirituality and the divine feminine? We invite you to engage with these timeless texts and discover the answers for yourself. And remember, this is just the beginning. As we continue to unearth ancient wisdom and re-examine age-old myths, we'll undoubtedly uncover more gems that redefine our understanding of history and spirituality. Stay curious, stay open-minded, and join us in this exciting journey of discovery. Now let's shift our focus to the broader implications of this fascinating topic. The rediscovery of Lilith's role in Gnostic traditions invites us to reevaluate the historical narrative. It challenges the notion that the Bible holds a monopoly on truth and encourages us to explore alternative perspectives. By delving into forgotten texts like the Gnostic Gospels, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of ancient wisdom. These texts offer a glimpse into a world where spirituality was deeply ingrained in everyday life, and where figures like Lilith held significant meaning. The omission of Lilith from mainstream religious texts raises questions about the motivations behind such exclusions. As we examine the historical context surrounding the development of religious doctrines, we begin to understand the forces that shaped our current beliefs and values. The reception of Lilith's story in the broader community is a testament to the human fascination with the darker aspects of existence. Our fascination with figures like Lilith reflects our ongoing struggle to understand the complexities of good and evil, darkness and light. As we look to the future, we see a growing interest in alternative spiritual paths. The exploration of Gnostic traditions and figures like Lilith signifies a departure from rigid dogmas and a movement towards more inclusive and progressive forms of spirituality. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey through history and spirituality. If you found this topic intriguing, do not forget to stay tuned for more captivating content that challenges conventions and broadens our understanding of the world around us. Together, let us continue to unearth the hidden gems of our past and embrace the wisdom they hold for our future.